after our near brush with death earlier this evening.
No, that's tomorrow night.
Oh, is it tomorrow?
That's tomorrow
I'm sorry.
night. The world's ending.
Yeah, Charlie has to sit here and be very quiet here. This is make sure that he doesn't say anything outlandish. He's already hot. I mean, Charlie's already really messed up.
Arm day. Oh, you mean like angry?
Well, angry. He's very angry at Aaron right now because
I'm not angry at Aaron.
I mean, it's okay if you are.
No, I'm not angry at Aaron.
Because if you listened to last week's show, you understand that Aaron gave us all homework, or was it 2 weeks ago? I can't remember now.
It was last week.
It was last week.
Anyways, he gave us all homework that we all had to watch this Netflix movie called Tag. And
don't watch the movie.
I'm going to let Aaron.
Listeners.
I'm going to let Aaron explain it.
Let me just tell you how it starts off, and then we'll let Aaron. It starts off with a girl on a field trip on a school bus. She bends down to pick up her ink pen, and everybody on the bus and the bus itself gets cut in half.
And that's when Brian was like,
well, and see, the thing about it is
there is a mass bisection in the first 2 minutes of the movie.
And the movie is about the exploitation of women. That's the movie.
Spoiler alert, if you really enjoy watching terrible films, pause right now, go watch them. And this comes from me. I don't think I even like a good movie. But the fact that this movie was just so ridiculous it was trying to hit you over the head with the fact that you're a bad person if you're a male, even though the film was made by a male, even though the film was pure exploitation to show that exploitation is wrong. But if you want to watch it, go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Aaron, would you like to retort?
Would you like to defend this, Aaron?
Well, I will say that if you watch any Japanese cinema, there's always that pervy male character. And the reason there is because Japan's genders are out of whack. There's way more males than there are females. So that's part of the problem they have over there. So a lot of their TV shows, movies, cartoons,
is that
whatever.
the problem, Aaron? Or is the problem, though, that they have sexualized everything and that they're...
That sounds like America.
This is...
well, no, I mean, no, even...
Great way to start a podcast.
I mean, the things... they sell certain things in vending machines.
We just lost all the viewers.
We might have to start over again.
I'm just... Okay, the movie was terrible.
Yeah, we're just going to go with the movie was terrible. Don't watch it unless... Well, I mean, here's my thing on it is Charlie took a really far more deeper view of it than I did because Tim sent us this clip, sent me and Brian this clip in the hopes that he would deter us from watching it.
I put it in the chat.
Yeah,
okay.
You missed it.
I sleep through most of the chat,
yeah.
guys. Sorry.
And Brian texted back and he said, "Oh my gosh, I ain't watching this." Nope. And I texted back and said, "I think I'm gonna give it an opportunity," because the scene that he sent us had to be the most repulsive and cool scene in the movie. I still don't, Aaron, you're gonna have to fill me in here. How what did the cutting people in half have to do with anything?
Okay, so the way I took the whole entire movie is I'll make it really quick.
Thank you.
The girl and her friends all died 100 years ago, whatever. And their pervy classmate has made this video game about them, where perverts can control these women and do violent stuff to them, whatever. So that's what is happening is these pervy guys are controlling the game. They're making people get cut in half. They're doing the upskirt shots, whatever, all that garbage. And so at the end, when she died, she couldn't move on because this is happening to her. So at the end, when she kills herself, she's finally free and her soul's able to move on. That's what I took the whole movie to.
You got far more out of it than I did. I was just like, no. I couldn't get past the subtitles. I couldn't keep up with what was going on the screen and what they were saying.
Well, you didn't have to read much. The first 30 minutes, there was 2 lines.
Just move on.
We're moving on.
Let's just move on.
No,
move on.
Aaron.
No!
Charlie has dropped an anchor on this, and he is like,
no. Aaron, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you feel that the pervy male director who's trying to prove that males are all pervy by making this pervy film was saying the only way that women can be free in society is by being dead? That there is no way for a living woman to be free.
You hashtag this one
pervy males.
But seriously,
well, according to our podcast name,
or Aaron, is he trying to say that if women can only be free if they die, quote unquote, to the desire to caring what men want?
Aaron, do you feel
or are they?
John,
please,
this is still a podcast.
I have
Please,
heard
John,
you guys.
save us.
I have heard you guys go on about that god awful clown from It, that crappy show Walking Dead. I've just sat here on my phone and put little stuff in. I'm fired up, John. Fired up.
Oh,
So,
well,
Aaron, do you think that he's saying that women are so?
Charlie,
If you're a first-time listener, we're sorry.
Go back and watch other episodes. I'm not quite
Skip
this
this
upset.
one.
all right.
Charlie, I don't think it's a great movie, but I thought it was.
Now
I
he
thought it
says
was a
that.
I thought it was a very interesting movie.
Okay, Charlie,
And
final
because-
thought. Final thought, Charlie.
I need Aaron to answer my question.
Oh.
What do you
don't
think he
know,
was?
Charlie.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to know what
I
you
don't
thought he was
know.
trying to say. That was the question. I didn't say you.
We got some nerd news coming our way here.
Sound effects, really. That's how we
Sound
sound
effects.
I was
Save
just about
us.
to spill my Pepsi just to move something on here.
Now,
Oh, we
now,
got some nerd news
also,
coming to you this evening.
behind the curtain here, guys. I've been going on about this for an hour and a half since we've all been here. They're acting surprised, like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you were going to act this way.
Well,
I'm acting surprised that you're still going on about it.
It's disturbing, Tim.
I know. I watched it.
I wouldn't know.
but we do have
So
some.
my last quick
Oh,
point was
I just did the music.
that I saw this crazy movie and no one else had saw it, so I needed people to talk to.
Well,
about
you
it.
know why people hadn't seen it.
But when people talk to you about it, your answer is, I don't know, Charlie.
I feel like this is the modern. This is actual real life The Ring. Aaron watched this movie and he had to get other people to watch it, or else he was going to get
So,
bifurcated in
so
half.
we're all going to be dead by tomorrow,
So
right?
we've got to
Thank
get somebody
God.
else. Somebody watch Tag that's listening to this.
if you're watching us on YouTube, go look at the tag on Netflix.
to save our lives, please.
Yes.
You have 7 days.
Well, now that you two have had your fun,
I am pushing my news button.
yes, I am pushing the news button once again. Nerd news, ladies and
One
gentlemen.
more thing about
No. Nerd news brought to you by Cinemax this evening.
What?
I mean, that's the way this is kind of. That's the way this kind of
What?
feels this evening. That's the way we're kind of pushing it.
Odds are that this podcast will never make it to air.
No.
John's going to edit that front part out altogether.
It'll be gone. It'll just be. Y'all turn on tomorrow. It'll be a 25-minute
It's going
podcast.
to start with the nerd news. The second nerd news.
Like, I'm going to be edited out. It's going to be Chewbacca sitting here in front. You'll see, occasionally you'll see my hand doing this.
Well, we do have some nerd news this evening coming your way, which we hope that this will be a far more relaxed 20 minutes than the last 20 minutes was.
You know, it was only 8 minutes. It just felt like
It was, yeah, it felt like it. Punisher, the new Punisher Netflix show coming out here in the next few weeks, gets a fully length trailer.
I think November 10th or something
Yes,
like
somewhere along in those lines. So the Punisher gets his first trailer for the upcoming Marvel Netflix series. The Punisher is scheduled to hit sometimes in 2017. Says there aren't any other costume heroes in the trailer, and hopefully it will stay that way for the entire series.
Yes.
Frank Castle needs to clean some house and before he's teamed up with any more costume heroes. And it goes on to give you the website that you can go and check it out. I did check it out. I did check out the new trailer, and it looks like it's going to be really, really good.
Violent.
The violence looks like it's been ratcheted up a lot from Defenders.
I usually don't care about spoilers, but I actually want to go into it completely clean. I'm not watching the trailer. I just want to wait to watch it all at one time. I'm super excited.
I like the Punisher that they've made. I like everything. I still get hung up on John Bernthal or whatever his name is. Like he's just.
I
just
kind of
don't-
like him.
I don't like him as an actor.
I don't like him as an actor in anything else he's done, but I think the fact of how they're playing the Punisher in this
Sure.
series,
Yeah.
I think he's the perfect actor for it.
Sure. I mean, he's going to do a good job in that. I think when Thomas Jane was the Punisher, you liked him. You know, and in all reality, you shouldn't have sympathy for the Punisher. I mean,
You should have sympathy for the fact of what happened to him, but
Right.
you should not have sympathy for the fact that he feels that he is the judge, jury, and
Right.
executioner of anyone he deems to be bad.
Well,
he
that's-
should, he should
so-
be the anti-hero. Where
Well, they play it up that way in Civil War, the comic book Civil War, because he comes and wants to help Captain America, and Captain America's like, "No, get out of
No,
here.
we don't.
We don't need you." And that's kind of the way they kind of played it up. I heard a thing I was reading the other day, and it's not really part of the news section here, but that Defenders was probably the least watched of all the Netflix Marvel shows.
really.
Well, the first episode it picked
And
up, but
that it-
the watches of the first didn't hit nearly what they thought they were going to.
It's because of Iron Fist.
Well, and that's
Exactly.
what they were
That's
saying.
what it is.
They were definitely saying it had to do with the Iron Fish character. Iron Fish. Wow, this
It
a
might
long
be
night.
more.
I would watch
Scary.
the Iron Fist. He
Yeah.
probably wouldn't whine as
I'm
much.
I'm not quite hitting on all cylinders this evening. Right before we came down, my daughter got a text message, and it was from a young
boy.
gentleman who asked her to go to the
Shout out.
who asked her to go to the University of Louisville football game tomorrow. And my wife and my friends' wives are acting all conspiratorial about it over on the other side of the table.
I'm just telling you should say to the young man, if you would like to take my daughter out, you need to listen to the podcast.
He can't listen to the first 20 minutes of it.
Skip the first one.
Aaron, have you seen the new Punisher trailer? And if you have, what do you think about it?
I have not seen it, but I do have a question for Charlie since he's our
Oh,
no, hold on. He's our resident Punisher fan. And I just want to know if there's any storylines he wants to see them tackle on Netflix, and also any storylines he doesn't want to see adapted.
Frankencastle. Definitely not Frankencastle.
Oh, come on.
I would like to see Welcome Back. I hope they make it Welcome Back Frank, but they won't because they already did that in the Thomas Jane movie. But yeah. For those of you who aren't a big dweeb like me, Frankencastle was in. This is real quick. I'm not going to go off on a rant. He was killed in an issue of I think it was Secret Invasion, and the supervillains put him back together like Frankenstein. So yeah, Frankencastle.
I think I remember that. I think that's what turned me off to comic books finally.
I think so too. Yeah,
It eventually
I
was
almost
what-
pulled my eyes out of my skull when I saw it.
Eventually turned me off to that completely and utterly.
I think the Punisher will be good. I mean, it's gonna be. It can't be worse than Iron Fist. Honestly,
The way I've been seeing it though is looking at it, I don't think anything could be worse than Iron Fist as far as Marvel
Tag.
goes.
And Inhumans.
Yeah,
Oh, we got.
Oh.
Speaking of Inhumans, nice segue. Inhumans may be canceled before it gets started.
It's gonna get the first season.
Holy cow! Yes, they are
Going
saying
through the
that.
whole thing.
This article goes on to say we might have to pour one out for the Inhumans before the show even gets officially aired. ABC and Marvel decided to debut the series on IMAX, which was, as we said on this podcast, is quite possibly the worst idea ever because nobody's going to go see it, and then it's going to get bad press because nobody's going to go to IMAX and nobody's going to watch it. I wasn't going to watch it in the first place because I thought it just looked stupid. That was just what I think.
Did you guys watch the clip I sent you where it's
Yes.
Medusa trying to get Black Bolt to contact her
Yeah.
So the one with her talking.
with the watches or whatever?
Is that the one that this girl had the shaved head?
Yeah. So Medusa, who can control things or control her hair to do things, like they shave her head so she has no powers, but like they both get transferred to Earth. Did you not see the clip? Of course you didn't. So she's got like a communicator, like wrist type watch thing where she can talk to Black Bolt, and she's like, Black Bolt, are you okay? Black Bolt, and it shows Black Bolt like in an alley, like held up against something, and she's like, I just need to know that you're okay. He kind of looks around, and he holds his watch up to his heart, and she can hear his heart beating. Boop, 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 boop. And she's like about to start crying, and she's just like, oh, thank you so much.
See, I can even
Tears
imitate a
roll.
heart.
So, Tim, if they have all this technology, how come they haven't invented texting yet?
That is the question of the night, Tim. Can you, as the resident Inhuman fan, please enlighten us on that?
If Black Bolt were to text somebody, their face would blow up. Incoming text from Black Bolt. Oh, let me read it.
It says here, based on the overwhelmingly terrible response from the critics to those screenings, it sounds like ABC may have pulled the plug on Inhumans already. Neither ABC or Marvel have officially commented on the chances of a possible Inhuman season 2, but there is evidence that suggests that they are already trying to put the show behind them.
Well, actually, Aaron, the Inhumans were using text message, and then Gorgon, unfortunately, had his Siri voice or text the voice on, and its head exploded when Black Bolt sent him a text. What a
Little
terror.
goat legs.
All they could find were his goat legs.
Well, see, the problem with this is, and the thing that makes it so sad, is if they do cancel it at the end of the season, we're not going to have much to hate on. Because we have been hating on this Inhumans thing since they first announced it. The first time I saw Black Bolt get clubbed by Billy Club, and he goes,
By Billy Club.
and it's like, and that building falls down around him, and that big dog pops a squat right there in the middle of the street. Man, that was,
Roman Reigns showed up?
I don't think Lockjaw pooped in there.
It might have helped.
Maybe I missed that one. I thought it was Black Bolt that looked like he needed to poop.
Can you
Had
imagine
that face.
Could you imagine that on the IMAX?
Oh.
Dog comes to Earth. He's like right down the road. People have been like, "Oh gosh."
Wrong with you? All right, what's next?
I work with middle schoolers, man. That's what I hear all day.
You hear people popping squats in the middle of the hallways.
Pretty much.
It's a rough
It's pretty
school.
much my day.
Rough school.
It says here the website Renew Cancel TV noticed that the marketing of Inhumans has started to refer to the upcoming season as the complete series, as opposed to the first season.
Catch the upcoming complete series of Inhumans.
Kevin Feige has said that the movie could still happen, but certainly not in 2019. They're still talking about an Inhumans movie. Maybe it'll be the same cast,
No.
which was
No.
originally going to be the case before this TV series came to be. So it looks like Inhumans it appears that the one thing that we love to hate on here is about to go away, which is fine by me because I wasn't planning on watching it anyways. No love lost.
Tag will never go away, and we will always hate it.
Aaron,
Don't talk about tag anymore, please.
Aaron, are you highly disappointed this is probably gonna be the only season of Inhumans?
You know they're just going to appear on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after their show gets canceled, so
Is
it'll
that
become
still
the Agents
on?
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I think they should have.
show.
I think they should have appeared on Punisher. And he'd been like, "Hey,"
No,
a dog been like, "Brr, brr, brr." That big huge dog out there. No, Inhumans not my thing. And I'm at the point now with superhero television to where it's just massively they're flooding the market. I mean, it's a complete flooding of the market. It cannot keep up with everything going on.
It's the next big thing. I mean, that's how TV and movies are. Like, how can we just constantly copy each other?
Well, and it's one of them type things where then they wonder why these things die premature deaths, as far as like a series or a.
I mean, other than the fact that it looks terrible. I mean, I don't think if there was a market flood of superhero movies and they released Inhumans, I would be like, oh, I've got to watch this. No, it just looks terrible.
Well, and I think that's one thing with the movie thing, because Fergie here talking about the possibilities of even bringing up a movie version of it still, is I think they were going to ride the Guardians of the Galaxy wave and just hope, well, people went and saw that and nobody knew anything about Guardians of the Galaxy. So now maybe they'll go watch Inhumans and we'll just make it kind of kooky or fun or whatever. That's got a big dog, man.
No,
it's got a
man.
huge
No.
dog. So,
It's not a talking raccoon.
well, you know, my thoughts on Rocket when they first started talking about it, I was like, who wants to see a movie about a talking raccoon other than Aaron? Oh, gosh. All right, whatever.
And
We all just raised our hand, Aaron.
Does Lockjaw say "I am dog"? And
It probably would have been better script.
He's like,
If
That's-
Lockjaw talks, all the dogs explode. He can't talk either.
no, I don't think he. Oh, here is some incredible news. It's getting toward Halloween time.
I always love how John acts like he's surprised about what he's written down to talk about. Whoa, look at this! How did this get here?
It is incredible news. It's incredible news. It says what, man?
That's incredible.
I am in a very tender
Easy,
emotional
easy,
spot tonight.
easy.
Okay,
And
my
John
my
was on a
my
rampage.
only daughter is going to a football game,
And the world's going to end. He's not
and the
even-
world's gonna. I'm not
and he's
even
not
gonna
going to get to see her.
I'm not even gonna get to tell her goodbye.
Well, you look like
It's
you might be
so
on the sidelines
hard.
tomorrow anyway with the headset and the UFL shirt and hat.
Hey, Bobby,
After-
call me double right wing.
I'm
after
just
the
listening,
Clemson game, I'm ready. I'm ready, guys. Just call me
So
up.
what's this incredible thing you're going to tell us about?
What's this incredible thing I'm gonna tell you about? I don't know if I'm gonna say it now. I just
Said
don't
it
know.
about Halloween season.
Let's talk about
I-
tag some more, Aaron.
years.
No!
No,
Oh, I'm okay with
good
it.
news. Good news for those of you who are Halloween movie fans.
You guys
or
can record a separate tag podcast.
We should.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Aaron, are you down for that? Or we just scream at
Bonus
each other?
episode. Yeah.
Oh my god!
if you are a fan of the Halloween movie series, which I am, I've loved them. Well, I mean, I like the first two. They scared me to death back when I was a kid. But good news for those people who are big fans of the originals. Jamie Lee Curtis has recently given horror fans an early Halloween present. I didn't know we give Halloween presents.
Oh yes, that's very serious.
Brian, you're the resident Halloween
Brian's got a
guy.
Halloween tree.
Are you got a Halloween tree?
I do absolutely.
Man, I had to get on it, man, because your house is like totally up. So I had to break out the vampire night and put the ghost out.
I loved it. Awesome.
Did you see him? Yeah, he's
It was
upstairs. But Scream Queen made an announcement on our Twitter page with a caption that read, "Same porch, same clothes, same issues." 40 years later, head. Oh, there it is. I can barely hear it, but there it is. There it is.
There you go.
Same porch. The tweet was completed with the masked Michael Myers standing behind her with the doorways looking menacing as ever. The new Halloween film is a joint production between Danny McBride and David
Jamie Lee
Gordon
Curtis.
Green.
Coming
Still,
back.
Okay, so
still doesn't look bad at 105 or whatever. How old is she? Like in her 60s or something?
I saw a clip on YouTube. It was like, hey, it's the commercial, or it's the new Activia commercial. It's a picture of her and Michael Myers. The fact that they're going to basically say that every film after 2 does not exist, I find very interesting. I'm also the fact that Danny McBride, and I can't think of the other guy's name.
Danny McBride.
Yeah, well, I mean, they went to John Carpenter, and John Carpenter's like, oh, I would. He's not been involved with any of the Halloween films past 2 on purpose, and he's gone out and said that I don't need to make this movie. He is executive producing.
He said
this
they
one.
get it. He said they told him the story they went through and they got it.
Yeah,
He's
so
like, yes, that's
the
right.
only thing that I'm sad about with this film is that Dr. Loomis, of course, can't be in it because Donald Pleasance is dead.
He's passed away.
But Dr. Loomis is one of the great, even the movies that were, and I love every Halloween film. I like them all. Some of them because they're hilarious and not supposed to be, some because they're truly funny. They all have at least one good scene. But the fact is that even in the most ridiculous films, and the story about like the cult that brought Michael Myers to life and that worships him and then tried to kidnap his nephew or whatever. Even in that, Donald Pleasance was amazing. Dr. Loomis still remained to be a serious character. So what they're going to do to replace him, I don't know. I guess probably be Jamie Lee Curtis will be in that role of Dr. Loomis, trying to hunt and kill Michael. But I'm very excited. As those of you who watch the podcast, listen to the podcast, know, I don't like to go to the movie theater. I can't smoke in there. I can't get up and go to the restroom and pause it.
He can't scream at people about how poor the movie is.
I've screamed at people about how poor the movie is in the movie before. But I will be opening night be going to see the new Halloween film.
Really?
It is the film I am most excited to see.
Did I read about that it's going to be set as 40 years? In
Yeah,
the
it's
future
set,
off of 2.
Yeah, it's going to be after 2 ends where we're
does
at
Michael
now.
Myers walk slower like he's older? Like
I think actually he's going to be doing that dance that there's in that GIF where the guy's dancing in the Michael Myers costume. I think that's what he's going to be doing the whole film.
There was nothing more terrifying when I was like 10 as watching those on Halloween because my mom would make us watch them.
Brian, do you know what the Michael Myers mask is?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
Monkey mask. That's Jason.
No, it's Jason.
Oh, which one is the?
Michael Myers
It's
is
the
a
what-
William
pla-
Shatner.
Yeah, it's a plain. Yeah, they got a William Shatner mask and
no.
just like
I mean, I know I can see him and know him, but I
poofy
don't.
hair, plain white.
Yeah,
mask.
I didn't realize it was William Shatner. Though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a William
It's a
Shatner.
William
Star
Did,
Trek-
Really? Oh, I did not know that.
It was a Star Trek mask, and they
I wouldn't
decided
have known
that
that.
it was the thing.
I was a big, and I mean, I know it's not supposed to be loved by any stretch of imagination, but I was a big fan of Halloween 3.
Halloween 3 is
I like
my
Halloween
third
3.
favorite Halloween film. I absolutely love that
I
movie.
did.
I think that it was severely underrated because it ain't got Michael Myers in it, ain't a Halloween movie. But I like anthology series anyway, and that's what Halloween was supposed to be. 1 and 2 were supposed to be one film, but they couldn't. It was too long to be one film. So that was, and then 3 was supposed, Season of the Witch, and then 4 and on were supposed to be different stories that take place on Halloween. It's supposed to be basically like a Twilight Zone film series that these things happen, disturbing on Halloween.
Which still could work. I mean, I don't see where that couldn't work. But if they're going to bring Michael Myers back, I think it'd be definitely worth it, especially if they have Jamie Lee Curtis in it.
Oh yeah,
And I'll watch it. I think I'll wait till it comes on out. I think I'll watch it on Netflix. That'll be the one I make Aaron watch when it
Aaron
comes
doesn't,
out.
Aaron doesn't watch scary movies.
Oh well,
Oh,
guess
then-
what?
because Tag wasn't scary at all.
It wasn't scary.
It wasn't.
So Aaron, you're
I got
not.
2 words for you:
Don't.
leather vest. I almost couldn't sleep after that
Stop!
scene.
Stop talking about the movie.
Aaron, are you psyched and ready to see Halloween 5/15, whatever it would be?
8, I think, isn't it?
No,
I typically don't watch scary movies, but I do love reading about the plots on Wikipedia, so I'm sure I'll be reading the plot.
Wow.
That's the way to do it right there. Watchmen TV series coming to HBO. Says here, fresh off the critical favorite of the leftovers, Damon Lindelof is in talks with the potential Watchmen TV series for HBO. Sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that the project is in early development stages. An official deal is not yet in place. Representatives of HBO and producers of Warner Brothers declined to comment on this. The comic book expansion has also gone far on the broadcast after ABC, CW, and Fox found success with DC Marvel affair, according to including Agent Shield, The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends tomorrow. So it goes on to say that HBO is trying to jump into the game because all these other channels are doing it as well.
I think Watchmen can work because they're gonna. My concern is that since it's on HBO, they're gonna really play up the gritty side of the Watchmen series, like the sex scenes and the language and ultra violent, to the point where it's just gonna be like, I'm just watching another HBO show. Where I think that's my concern.
I can see where you're saying that because I'm also have that problem with HBO and Showtime series, but the comic was like that.
I know. That's
so
the thing. Like,
that's the only reason. Like, I'll watch it because that's my favorite comic book of all time, and I just really enjoy the universe.
I guess my fear, like, I understand that's part of the comic, and so that should be part of the story. I just think it almost gives them like
A license to be over the top
yes,
with it.
Well,
yes.
The series True Blood, I couldn't watch it because of that. It was just terrible.
Just
because
vampire porn.
Right, but then the Charlene Harris, who created that, also has done a show on NBC called Midnight Texas. It's much better because all that stuff is taken away, and you still have to focus on the plot.
Right.
And it's basically the same thing as True Blood. It's a small town, and everybody's got sort of superpower, or there's some sort of supernatural creature, but they can't rely on nudity.
Right. I guess that's my concern. I mean,
If one F-word's good, why not 16?
Right. I feel like, but I feel like it could be really well done. Like, if you're gonna make a Watchmen series, it's got to be like on HBO.
But hold on a second.
I know what you're gonna say.
You have a
I
problem
watched-
with it,
Wait,
but
wait,
you
wait,
love
wait.
Game of Thrones.
Man, he's being combative tonight, isn't he?
I knew that's where you were going with it. I knew that's
I
what you
feel
were
like I
gonna
said
say.
somewhere different tonight.
All right.
Do you want me to
Does
sit?
this couch come apart? Like, I'm just curious.
I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like, and like, really, I've pretty much, like, I'm watching Game of Thrones now just to see the end. Like,
You've gotten that far. You only have one season
Right.
left. I understand.
right. I could care
I'm
less.
sure that's the only
Right.
reason.
You got me. You got me.
Wow.
Just
Tim, don't be
nailed
mad.
it. No, it's
Don't be
okay,
mad.
Charlie.
Don't be mad at me. Be mad at your brother. It's his fault.
Goodness
So,
gracious.
Charlie, did you say you had one question tonight?
Oh yeah, a
No.
new segment. We got a new segment coming up, starting up this evening. Charlie, if we don't know where this is going to go,
Oh no,
But-
this is
Especially after tonight, but
no. It's really
we don't
not.
even have special music for it yet. So we got to find you some special
Let me
music.
sing you a song. This is Charlie's one.
Let me see.
question.
Let's see if I can find you some.
No, Charlie, don't pick your own music. Don't
No.
pick your own.
Oh, here we
music.
go. I got you. Charlie's just got one question this evening.
Okay, so just one question.
Uh-huh.
If there was a song that played every time you entered a room,
Oh,
what would
God.
it be?
Nice.
Brian, we'll start with you. Actually, no, Aaron, we'll start with you.
That's mine right there.
Yeah, that is it.
Aaron?
One song that would play anytime I enter a room.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Jukebox Hero, by Foreigner.
Good choice. Timbo?
No, come back to me. I don't know yet.
oh,
Brian?
Mine would be the Bobby Roode introduction of Glorious
Glorious,
Combination.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's
Yes.
good.
Glorious.
You guys all have
And then
great
John
ears.
has the chicken song.
No,
Chicken
that's not
Barn Dance.
exactly my answer, but Bohemian Rhapsody.
Good one.
That would be mine.
Man, I don't know. I only can think of terrible songs right now. Like, that's all I can think
Under
of.
pressure.
There you go. Under Pressure. That'd be great.
That would be it. I'm under pressure. I can't think of an answer. I don't know. I'm
Charlie,
sorry.
what would yours be?
Probably Superfly by Curtis Mayfield, just because it's got a funky bass line.
Maybe Never Ending Story.
Probably. That would be
Never
it.
Ending Story.
Oh gosh.
Na, 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 na.
I would say it was kung fu. It would be kung fu fighting, but then somebody'd say, surely not everyone's kung fu fighting.
I would say like,
Okay, so that
aha,
was-
take on me, but then I'd be like, everybody wants to just fight me every time I want.
So that was just one question, and that's all it is. Yeah, everybody was expecting me to be like,
Play your
so
exit.
why
Play
do
the
you
exit
in-
music, John. Cut this off.
Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I gotta get back in there. Wait. This has been Charlie's one question.
Yes, thank you.
That has been That's the most ridiculous music
Most
I've ever
awesome
had.
music ever.
In a podcast that is quickly falling off the wheels again tonight.
And I would have the robe and everything too. Just walk in. Just be like, yeah.
It's pretty good.
We have a Aaron list this evening coming to you. Aaron Allenbaugh, our list man extraordinaire, has come up with another list this evening. And we put him on this after a couple weeks ago when our list fell flat. And he said, I'll do it, fellas. Don't worry.
I've got it, guys.
I've got this. And actually, they've all been pretty good so far. So,
Especially the one about the Muppet Babies where Nanny died.
you know, I had somebody the other day at school. I said something about that, and they were like, yeah, I think I remember that one. And I was like, okay, yeah, good.
Oh, yeah, I remember the one where Nanny died.
So I was like, okay.
Laid it on top of Skeeter.
Tonight, the list is, if I can find it here. Oh, here we
Is that
go.
in the chat?
10 Marvel movies that would make great. 10 Marvel, excuse me. Huh? 10 Marvel comics that would make a great movie. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Let me see here if I can.
This is from Aaron, okay?
Yeah, these are Aaron's here. This one says, and here we go, 16 movies later and 10 more on the way. You would think that Marvel would be out of ideas. Nope. They are just getting started. Here are the 10 Marvel comics that would make great movies. Honorable mention. Number 1, Spider-Ham. Imagine Marvel characters as animals.
I can't. No.
It'd be a great one-shot episode on Netflix like, for April Fool's Day.
A movie.
It'd
Right.
be hilarious.
Peter Porker is the spectacular Spider-Ham. Would make a great animated movie. Okay,
That
see,
name is not aged well.
see, you all have got to let me finish before y'all start hitting it with bricks because Aaron's right. An animated movie would be great.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Dude, calm yourself.
All I was thinking of was like a live action version, and they're trying to like. I can just see a movie trailer, and all I can think in a world where superheroes are animals, one pig will rise above the rest.
Aaron, I have
And
to
then he-
disagree with
and
you. I
then
think
he-
that would make a terrible movie.
And then he oinks.
Number 10, Hercules. Move over, Thor. There's another god in town. He's the mighty Hercules. He's going to smite you if he doesn't get out. If he doesn't go out drinking first. That would be great. Is to have. I mean, yes, like Thor can really hold his beer, but I don't know if Hercules can. I think Hercules is kind of out there. Aaron, why would Hercules be a good movie other than what you just put down here as your top 10 list?
He's just he's an outrageous character. Like I said, he loves to go drinking and stuff. And there was a comic book I was reading where he got sued by a supervillain for beating him so severely.
You know who else is a
And-
truly outrageous character?
Don't.
Jem.
Do what?
Jem. She's truly outrageous.
Oh,
truly,
yeah.
truly outrageous.
Oh my god. By the way, I've thought of a song, but I'll come back to it. But anyways,
Anyways, Aaron, we're sorry.
Anyhow, he was getting sued by this villain for being beat, and Hercules got carried away in the court case and was singing a song about how bad he beat the guy's face in. It was hilarious.
why? That sounds terrible, Aaron.
Here we go, number 9. Now, this one I could actually go for, Moon Knight.
Yes.
Mark Spector is the Moon Knight, a schizophrenic hero whose powers and personality change with the phases of the moon. I could see that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Would it be better as a PG-13 film, an R-rated film, or a series on Netflix?
Netflix.
Series on Netflix.
Yeah,
'Cause if
Netflix
he's
series,
got
definitely.
multiple personalities.
Yeah.
You need to experience that over
That,
multiple.
that run they had
episodes.
during Civil War was one of the best comics to come out of the Civil War.
They could match him up with Iron Fist, and they could go at it. They could go be buddies.
Why do you have to bring Iron Fist back in?
Because everything, apparently, according to Defenders, everything revolves around Iron Fist.
True.
So you have to bring him up there. Number 8, this is not the Inhumans, but this is the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
When the Avengers vanish, the heroic Thunderbolts show up to take their place. Too bad they have a dark secret.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Brr, brr, brr.
I got some spoiler alert music too, but I
Thunder,
can't
the-
get to it right now.
Let me spoil the Thunderbolts for you. They're actually supervillains posing as heroes.
Yeah,
Posing as
oh
supervillains.
man. Number 7 on the list is Next Wave.
Next Wave would be a good cartoon or Adult Swim cartoon. I think it would be better placed as that because it's comedy, but it's dark comedy, and it was hilarious.
Says the Captain Boomer.
You read it right?
No.
Oh, Next Wave Agents of Hate was
Aaron,
Yeah.
Aaron always like, you got to read Next Wave, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll read it. I never do.
That's a book I borrowed from Aaron that I didn't keep for 15 years.
Aaron, who's the main people in Next Wave?
Android.
I gave the list to John. It's
Oh.
Machine Man and the Captain.
Here it is: the Captain, Boomer, Machine Man,
Oh,
Photon, Eliza,
Okay.
Bloodstone
I know who Boomer is.
are here to save the world from hate while avoiding dark anger. And you thought the Guardians of the Galaxy were fun. That's what he says here. Number 6 is She-Hulk. I could see She-Hulk.
You are all about She-Hulk, Aaron.
In light of Wonder Woman and what they've done with that and how big that is, She-Hulk could possibly do it. I mean, I think they could. That could be part of the MCU.
I would watch She-Hulk as a lawyer because that's what she is in the comic books.
Yeah.
Like She-Hulk lawyer. I would watch that Netflix series.
That could be a new CBS show
Yeah, it probably is.
where she never does anything like fight bad guys. She's just like Law and Order. She's just a
she's just the new lawyer in
yeah.
town.
She's just a new lawyer. That would be cool. I could see that.
I'd like to see Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer, the movie. As a Saturday Night Live sketch. I'm sorry.
I'm laughing because I got that classical reference.
Me so.
He once was a caveman.
Okay.
Now he's a lawyer. Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. There was that theme song and everything. Yeah, sorry.
This episode is brought to you by Dog Assassins. When you just can't bear to do it yourself, call Dog Assassins.
1990s Saturday Night Live was the best.
It was the
All
best.
right, what's the next one?
Number 5, X Factor. Jamie Madrox, the multiple man, leads a detective agency specializing in mutant crime, a fun noir to take into the world of mutants.
This is my favorite comic book series of all time is X Factor and X Factor Inc. when he does the mystery and the crime solving. Like it would be a great series on TV where he's investigating different crimes and different things.
It could be like Bones with superheroes.
But I mean, so plus I just think that's one of the coolest powers to have, being
Yeah.
multiple man, where you can make multiples of yourself, have them go do things, absorb them back in, and then absorb all the memories and abilities.
Is
they
one of them like
develop.
Multiplicity?
No,
Like number 4?
No.
See, now that would be, I would watch it if you
There you
had
go.
one. If there was just one multiple man out there that just didn't work out, and he's like, he's like, hi, T. I would definitely
Why do you have
watch
to read
that.
this for me?
I would do that. Go ahead.
Sorry, did you like Ecstatic or did you hate that?
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one.
At the end of X Force, or yeah, it's X Factor, not X Force. Everybody,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
I get confused.
Getting your exes mixed up.
It's a great comic book, Charlie.
It was.
Of course, Aaron's like, oh, let me chime in here.
I don't know if I can
It's
add
his list. He can chime in.
Yeah, it's his list. He
I'm
spent
just
the
talking
time
about
writing it.
you just named a random comment thing, and Aaron's like, oh, yeah, I know that one.
Of course he does.
Next.
Number 4, I don't know if I can agree with this one because Aquaman is going to be so awesome.
You're gonna love Aquaman.
You're going to say Namor.
Namor, Marvel's first character and leader of the sea. This character is much more than an Aquaman.
Only if he doesn't
knockoff.
wear a shirt the whole time.
Yeah, that
Will
would
the-
have to be it.
Will the title be Namor: the Submariner?
Well, here's my thing. I think that if you put them up together, like the classical Aquaman and the classical Namor would kill him.
Well, the
I mean-
classical Namor was violent.
Yeah,
Just like
he's-
ripping dolphins in half.
Aaron,
and beating
didn't-
people with him. and
Didn't
stuff.
Namor start off? Isn't he traditionally a bad guy, or at least a gray?
Yeah, he's traditionally a villain.
Yeah, and he kind of falls in love with not Jean Grey,
Sue Storm?
Sue Storm, and then they kind of
Everybody fell in love with Sue Storm. Black Bolt and Sue Storm actually love each other.
he can
Right?
never tell
Is
her.
that right, Aaron?
I don't think so.
He has to carry around an etch a sketch and write it on there.
I thought Sue Storm was in love with Black Bolt.
No, it's Namor.
Yeah, he has to carry around one of them old chalkboards. He's like, "I love you."
He spells it LUV.
Hey, don't feel bad. I had a kid the other day spell snake SNACK. He's snack. That made my day. I gave him an A.
No step on snack.
Gave him an A. Good job, bud. Number 3, Spider-Man 2099.
Yes.
Marvel in the year 2099. Doom is president. Punisher works for the Shield Corporation. It rules the world. And, of course, there's a Mongol O'Hara, the Spider-Man. Miguel. I'm sorry. I couldn't see it. Miguel O'Hara, the Spider-Man.
Would
That's a good
Ravager
comic.
be in that, Aaron?
Oh, the Ravager.
don't really care for that one. Never did get into that.
You didn't like Spider-Man 2099?
No, I never did get into that. I
that's
was.
That one's a good one.
I never got into
Yeah.
Batman Beyond either, or any of those type things. That just kind of was one of them type of
I mean, we have every other Spider-Man movie. Why not make that one?
Batman the Next Generation type thing. Because I don't know if people would actually get it or not. It'd be kind of like, what? Why's he dressed like that? Why is there no future line?
We suffered through 3 Tobey Maguire movies.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying that. Man, this has been like the Battle Royale podcast, and Brian's about to come off the couch. He's like, "What do you mean?
TV up?
What are you talking about?"
All right, what's the next
What you
one?
talking about, brother?
Number 2. Now, this one would be kind of cool. People would get it. Beta Ray Bill. Only those who are only those who are worthy may lift the mighty Mjolnir. Image
Mjolnir.
All I hear right
Mjolnir.
now is wonk wonk.
Mjolnir.
Yeah,
Imagine-
Beta Ray Bill is Thor, only he's like a giant.
I think Susie. I think tomorrow before you can go to this game, Hunter's going to have to come in and lift Mjolnir. Mjolnir. I think he's got to lift Thor's hammer before he can
Mjolnir.
before you can go. He has to show himself worthy.
You sound like Ben Stein.
Yeah, I know.
Bueller.
I've got a
Mjolnir.
bad head.
Mjolnir.
My head is so stopped up.
Beta-
That's the reason Beta Ray Bill is on the list. It's just to hear John say that over and over.
Beta Ray
Mjolnir.
Bill is basically Thor, only it's like an alien.
Only he's a horse.
Alien horse face.
I would
man.
say like he's
Oh
a
my
horse.
God.
He's a
slash
horse.
What?
moose
Beta Ray Bill picked
looking-
up the Mjolnir and gained the powers of Thor. Number 1. Now I could really go for this one, Aaron. Thank you for putting it on the list. Marvel Zombies.
Yes,
It's all your favorite heroes, but now they're zombies.
but they have
Bleak,
powers.
disgusting, and a lot of gruesome fun. That was
Yep.
Aaron's list.
I would watch
Yeah.
that would be a great Netflix series, Marvel Zombies, but they'd have to get all the rights back to everything. Although they could probably just do it without the mutants.
I
They
could go
do
for that.
everything
Just have the
I
Inhumans
can-
in there instead.
I could really go for that one
Black
because
Bolt's just
I could really seriously go for that. The zombie one would be really cool. Speaking of zombies, you gonna pick up Walking Dead, Brian? You gonna
Still
finish?
100?
Yeah, I don't think I am. I think I'm done.
I'm there. I'm going in, guys.
Really?
I don't know.
Once I start a series, I try to stick with it, even if it's terrible. The strain is over finally. I stuck with it, no matter how awful it was.
I kind of phased out on the last season of Walking Dead. It was kind of like
I mean, I still watch Fear the Walking Dead.
I'm still
That's how
waiting
I
for the
am.
moment
Gosh, that is
where
absolutely
Rick
horrible.
remembers the dictatorship, Rick, and like just like shoves a knife right through.
I said
The
no
homeboy's
to
face.
Walking Dead when the tiger could pick out who to
Oh.
attack. When he knew who to attack.
The tiger could sense good.
He
versus
targeted
evil.
leather jackets.
Remember that was the
Well,
whole
any
point.
CGI tiger could do that. I mean,
Hey,
you know,
hey, don't hate,
I wish they should have brought a real
Don't
tiger in.
don't hate.
If you're gonna have something, have a real tiger.
I don't hate,
Whatever.
don't hate.
We got something though. That's right. It's that time. It's time for Scarf and Barf.
Gosh. Charlie, by the way, song when I enter the room, Bag Raiders, Shooting Stars. That's what it would be.
Tonight.
That's the Shooting Stars meme.
He's
that's
like, I have no
everywhere.
idea. This is
I have no
Why are
clue
these
how
already
to-
open?
show it
Who's
to
been
you.
eating them?
Kelsey.
Oh, okay.
Who has?
Kelsey.
Kelsey's been eating
Tell
them.
Kelsey she can eat mine for me.
No, tonight on Scarf and Barf, we're gonna go.
Oreo.
We have the general consensus of the podcast is that Scarf and Barf needs to be only once every other week. And,
No.
well, we don't have anything for the next show.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's.
I can,
That's
I
kinda-
can find something.
Oh, I'm sure you
I can
could.
find something.
So tonight, what we have is we have Apple Pie Oreos. Now these are a limited edition.
Why'd you open it then?
They
You should have saved that.
keep it in the
Collector's
pockets,
edition.
John. Aren't you a
How many-
collector?
how
Are
many-
you out of the box?
How many
collector?
minifigures does that one come with?
graham flavored cookies, artificially flavored, like I thought there was real apples in here, which that would make it awesome. It was like a pack of old black apples.
It's a giant apple with Oreos on top
So
of it.
we're gonna pass these around. We haven't had one yet. Kelsey's already been into them. She's probably laid out upstairs.
Take one down.
I've already got one, or is this for you?
Oh, I do like the golden Oreos better. I can't get one.
Of course you like the golden Oreos better.
Because everybody else likes it.
It's because your brother likes tag, isn't it? maybe we're all confused. Maybe Aaron wanted us to watch a movie called Tang. It's a documentary,
It's a documentary about Tang.
about the powdered orange drink.
Aaron, is that what it was? Was there a different movie? Was there a different tag you wanted us to watch? Stop it, Charlie.
Well, there's a movie
Stop
from the
it.
80s.
Stop it.
Well, no.
Stop it. Stop it.
There's a movie called Tag: The Assassination Game, and that's what I thought we were going to watch. I love that movie. It's so cheesy.
You know what
And then
Aaron wanted us to watch? That terrible.
Stop. Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
The black-
so on the count of 3.
All right, here we go.
1,
2, 3.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what movie I'm going to say?
No, I was just frightened.
I'm Scarf.
Devlin.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh my gosh, that's good. I don't know if it's exactly the Doritos wedges we had a couple weeks ago, but
That's good.
That's good.
I'm going to take a second bite.
it'd be good with coffee.
Mm-hmm.
They taste like Vacation Bible School cookies.
Mm. Those are a little bit more waxy.
But still, they have that kind of.
Yeah, this is a graham
before
cracker.
you count to 3 and jump, or is that after you count to 3 and jump?
You don't do that at Vacation Bible School.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure.
But you might want to.
One,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, jump.
Now that we have had an opportunity.
You make macaroni pictures of Jesus, but you don't 1, 2, 3 jump.
Oh, okay.
Stop it. Stop
I thought
it.
you had some popsicle.
But see,
food you had to make.
Charlie, that's the reason I always did, when we did them, I did Lifeway VBSs, because Southern Baptists don't play that game. It's just not like they
Stop
don't do the
it.
jump thing.
Stop it.
Southern Baptists don't jump.
What?
Yeah, they don't jump. They expect to
it.
come back down.
Aaron, did you eat your apple cookie?
I did.
Most of them don't know if they're allowed to jump. So,
Ugh.
anyway, here we go around the room. I'm going to say on this one, that was excellent. Scarf it.
Scarf.
Scarf.
Oh,
Barf. I didn't even finish it.
Wow, Tim, do you eat anything?
I don't.
oh man.
I really don't. My wife hates me. She doesn't even cook anymore.
Tim's going to bring in Scarf and Barf next week. Be like, here's the macaroni and cheese. Special flavor? No, it's just cheesiest.
It don't even have no cheese on it. It's just macaroni.
Now that would be
Here's-
funny if you were like, I want macaroni and cheese with no cheese.
Scarf and Barf every week for Tim is Pepsi.
Shut your mouth.
Okay.
You
Shut
hit-
your dirty mouth.
It is time for a Would You Rather? I have one right here in my grubby little
Ever
paws.
see that movie in the 2000s?
Explain later.
I will.
Hey, you guys are.
I want to say. I want to say it.
Please, I know what you're talking about with Chris Rock
Was he in that?
and Kristen. Yeah.
This one here is a little bit more tame than some of the ones we've had
Or
before.
Tang?
More
Tame.
tame. More
T-A.
tag. This one's more tag than some of them. Aaron's like,
Chris Rock was in it.
Yeah, he was the dad.
Aaron's probably sitting there. He's like, I'll never pick a movie
He was
again.
father. Right.
All right, here we go. Would you rather have to wear shoes 4 sizes too big, or have to wear pants 4 sizes too big with no belt?
Shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron.
I mean, the young people today wear the pants too big anyway. I mean, you know.
Aaron.
Yeah.
I was trying to think if there's any advantages to the pants, but yeah, shoes.
But you can stuff stacks. I mean,
I was trying to think if you could make a tent out of it or something.
There's this movie I'm making.
No.
It's called
gosh.
Big Pants, and it's about this boy who
Big
goes
Pants,
on a
Little
field
People?
trip, and he has to wear his pants too big, and everybody just starts exploding into big red blobs. And it's about how women oppress us men.
Oh my gosh.
for pants.
I hadn't got the
Big
answer
Pants.
yet. I want to
I
say
think it's on TLC. Big Pants, Little People.
I'm going to say for my own personal, I'm going to say the shoes too, because nobody wants to wear too big of pants. Well, it's been one of them incredible eye-opening shows this
So
evening.
once in a lifetime.
Wow.
Black Bears.
Yeah, this has been one of
Oh,
those.
wow.
I have picked the movie for us to all watch.
Uh-oh.
For the
Here we go.
in 2 weeks. We'll have 2 weeks to watch it, guys, or 4, whatever long. It's
You gonna give
19.
me
It's since
your
it,
Hulu
we'll-
password.
Hmm?
I need your Hulu.
I will give it
pass.
to you later. Yeah.
Don't give it to us now.
It is. You already have it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I forgot.
Times I have to text Carl like, "Hey, I can't watch Hulu. Are you guys watching it?" Yeah, okay. I'll
Oh man,
watch it later.
Am I gonna have to wait and share this with you guys? Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's a 1980s horror film. It's not, but it was made for children. It's called Monster Squad. I know we've all seen
Oh,
it,
yes.
but I'd like to watch
Yes.
it and talk about it as adults. I don't
Wolfman's
know
got nards.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
kick him in
definitely.
the nards. Wolfman got nards.
Aaron,
Do
did you
it.
hear that? Did you get hold of that, Aaron?
He did. He laughed.
I couldn't hear him.
I did. Actually,
Okay.
I watched it a couple months ago. So
Okay,
yeah.
watch
course
it again.
Wow.
Watch it again, and then I want a dissertation on why it's exploitation of children and also of the Holocaust.
Lord have mercy, sir.
Done. Bro,
But no.
music.
Next episode, we'll have somebody else sitting here, but like, this is Todd.
Susie is now filling the role of Charlie.
We apologize
I'm
for all
sorry
his.
that I broke Charlie.
You did. And Charlie's going on sabbatical. He's going to be out.
We
No, I'm here.
we want to thank everybody who is still listening to us at some
I'm
point.
so sorry.
Okay, can I explain? There is a character
No.
in the film
No.
who was a survivor.
No.
That's what I was
No.
saying. I wasn't making
No.
light of it.
No.
We know.
No,
Good
you
night.
gave me the look, John.
can't
Did
talk
you give
about
any
the whole
look?
guy.
You gave me the parent look. Like if we were in Target, you would be like, "I'm not taking you anywhere ever again."
This one?
Yes.
All
that's
right.
the look you
Okay,
just
I'm
gave
sorry.
me.
Did I really? I
Yes.
have to go back and watch it
He
again. My
gave you the
bad.
same look he
My
gave Susie
bad.
when Susie said that a guy wants her to go to the football game with her.
Well, you
it's
laughing
Susie's
about.
fault that she's mad that he's mad at me.
Yeah, I'm mad at the world.
Poor
right
Brian
now.
and myself, we're just like
Well, we'd like to continue
so
to.
much tension.
We
and
want
anger.
to thank everybody who is still listening to
I
us.
need to go smoke, and I don't even smoke.
Man,
Charles
I
got
feel like
serious.
nobody's going to listen to this one
And,
after like
um,
the first minute.
We want to thank everybody who is listening to us. List us on SoundCloud,
Shout
Facebook,
out to all our Bear and Cubs.
all of our friends out there.
Grasshoppers and crickets.
I've seen that's. Never mind. Let's just go.
We're,
Charlie's about to go off.
Hurry up, John. Play the music.
goodbye, everybody,
See you later, players.
Charlie,
and good luck.
sorry,
In
Brent. Really?
good luck in the apocalypse.
See you
The
on the other
movie was
side.
called Booty Tang.